Okay, guys. So we are in the process of defining our first item. So in the defining items, we were discussing about the information, the prerequisites that are required. So like how we need item types, item statuses, life cycle phases, manage operational attributes. Then we started unit of measure. So that is required for defining an item. See, this is like if you want to construct a house, you need a basement, you need walls, you need a what do you call it, the you know the terrace level, whatever activities we do. So like go building by building. So that's what we are doing here. Okay. So we are trying to build an item. If item required all this information. Now we are talking about UOM. Very important when we talk about UOM. UOM means unit of measures. Okay. So this is used to measure the items. So yesterday when we discussed, I can say 1 kg sugar. I can't say 1 kilo sugar. Why? We always measure that item in that measurements. So while defining the UOM, UOM have building blocks. So UOM have UOM class. Inside the UOM class, we will define the unit of measures. Unit of measures we will define in the UOM. Each UOM class will have one base unit of measure. Base unit of measure. Like weight class will create as a base unit of measure. So in weight class, we will have other unit of measures like grams, tons, metric tons like that. Between the base and remaining conversions, we called a standard conversions. We called a standard conversion. That is common everywhere. The standard conversions is common everywhere. That is 1 dozen equal to 12. If you go India, if you go to US, everywhere 1 dozen equal to 12. There is no change in that. Okay. So that is standard conversion. For some of the items, one, for example, 1 kg equal to not a 1000 grams. Usually standard is 1 kg equal to 1000 grams. Okay. Some of the items, 1 kg is not equal to 1000 grams. Some of the items. Okay. So some of the items. So I just remember a joke now. Okay. Let me ask that. So which is the, more weighted? Is 1 kg of cotton or 1000 grams of cotton? Anybody can answer?
Both are same only.
Right. Okay. So people usually see 1000, but not seeing the grams. So that's why I'm just taking that name, nothing else. Okay. So some cases, 1 kg is not equal to 1000 grams. It could be a different 1 kg. They say that for item X, 1 kg is 900 grams only. In that case, what we define is intra-class conversion. So within the same class, if the standard conversion not follow one of the item, then we will call that as a intra-class conversions. Okay, intra-class conversions. Now, if you want to, have a conversion for an item between these two classes, let's suppose we have 1 kg of oil equal to 0.96 liters, for example. So if you want to make a conversion between kg and liters for item X or Y, that we called interclass conversion. Interclass conversion. So this interclass conversion always happen between base unit of measure. We can't make grams with something else. It always goes base unit of measure. 1 kg, 1 liter. 1 kg equal to 1 each, or 1 each equal to 1 kg. 1 each equal to 1 liter. Like that, we can able to define in inter-class conversion. These two are item specific. Without item, we cannot able to define them. This is standard, common for any country. Common for any country. So far it clear? So we have already unit of measures available. Let me go to application. So to define the unit of measure, you should be in setup and maintenance. Then you need to go to items, unit of measures. So first we will create class. Inside the class, we will define the unit of measure. For our easy convenience, I am just creating I am into item class, not unit of measure. All task. I'll go manage unit of measure classes. Manage unit of measure classes. Manage unit of measure classes. Class is holding group of this UI I called Redwood UI. This UI we called Redwood UI. Other screens you will see that is classic UI. Okay. Now you will hear the word called Redwood, Redwood, Redwood many places. That's why I am stressing. Okay. So now click on plus. So here I am giving, for example, Samsung weight, or we will say quantity class. Samsung, see it is not more than 10 characters. So I will say Sam quantity. Okay. This is less than 10, it will allow. Okay. Class name, this also Sam QTY. Otherwise, we can QTY. QTY means quantity. So here we can write. Here we can write Samsung quantity class. What is our unit of measure? We'll say SEA. SEA means our Samsung and EA means each. EA means each. Here we can write 25 characters, so no problem. Samsung each. What is our base unit of measure? We will say Samsung each for our information purpose only. When you don't want, you can put the end date. These are the additional flexi fields. As and when required, we can enable. Simply save. Simply save. Okay. Next, we can create EOM. We can create EOM. Click on plus. Okay. Here you can write. We already create SEA. That is our base unit of measure. So now we need to go by SDZ. That is dozen. Yes. Samsung dozen. Samsung dozen. Here is a class name that we need to link. What is the class name we created? Samsung. Where are you, Samsung? We create quantity class SQTY. M white, M liquid. Okay, some reason I'm not getting. Let me cancel. Let me go by class name. Yes, QTY, right? Samsung.
Sam underscore quantity.
Still, it should come. It should come, but it's not giving anything. Okay, we have data, torque, act, weight, dimension, liquid, month. It looks our data is not saved. Okay, let me create again. Okay, click on plus. Sam quantity. SAM quantity, SAM quantity class, SEA, Samsung each. So I say save too many objects in the primary key. Okay. Base unit of measure. Some reason it is okay. It will, let's say, SAM each. Save. Okay, now let me search with this. It's not getting saved.
It's not created at Subbuana, showing it throwing an error. Same
Yeah.
error.
Yeah. No problem. So we'll go manage unit of measure. From there, first we need to create a class for sure. So this is add, we'll try again. And quantity, everything is defaulted. Save. Let me search now. QTY. No, it's not allowing. Okay, let us try to bring our classic UI because this UI is having some issue. So to get a classic UI for the manage unit of measure, what we need to do is we need to go to actions, go to offerings. So here, this will be defined where in the product management, right? So you can go to product manager, you can go to opt-in features, opt-in feature. From here, we can disable or we can add. So here we can able to see unit of measures. Items, futures. From here, we can see unit of measure. Anywhere you can see. Okay. So here is the UOM calculate and the redwood. See here, define UOMs and their conversions using new user experience. This I am disabling it. Redwood UI still, we need to thoroughly test. It's just adding now. Okay, done. This is how you will get all our training. It's not just we have some scripted, we'll go with that, we'll say that okay, we are done. As we promised, we delivered. So it will be like more into debugging nature. Okay, what if you get an issue? So how you need to resolve that? Okay, so let us see now. If not coming, we'll log out and log in and we'll recheck. Okay. So far, you guys clear, right?
Yes, Subbu.
I'm just refreshing the screen. Okay. And then we will access this. Okay. So manage unit of measures. Okay. This is the classic UI. Okay. From here, you can create the classes also. Let us see manage unit of measure classes. What screen it will come? Manage item classes. Okay, and under manage unit of measures only, we got item classes. So there is no separate window. Okay, we have. Okay, just click on manage unit of measures. Before that, we have seen manage unit of measure classes. Now we remove that, then we are getting only manage unit of measure. Okay, this is classic UI. This UI we call classic UI.
So what is the major difference between classic and Redwood
See,
view?
when you observe the redwood, it is more clean. We don't have most of information. And if you try to access the same in the mobile also, Redwood UI will have adaptability, and it is more cleaner and bit speed. You don't need to showcase so much information.
Okay,
Whatever information you are passing, based on that information, it will display. So that way, the screens will be faster and user friendly.
got it.
So nowadays,
I
what will
suppose,
it?
sir.
Yeah, yeah.
In Redwood, we have to define separately, or it will take automatically
See,
something.
now it automatically came. There are
Uh,
two places. One is it's a optional, that is opt-in feature. One is mandatory. When it is
okay.
mandatory, we don't have option. We should use that screen only. When it is
In
optional, then we have a flexibility whether we can able to, enable it or disable it. It's now we disabled it.
in Classic, it also a disable or enable option will be there, now, sir. In Classic,
Yeah, that's what we did, no?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what we did.
Okay.
Go give me one moment. I'm getting a call. Sorry. That's the, we have a difference. Let us create our UIM class. Click on manage UIM, click on plus. Give the UIM code SQTY. SQTY. Samsung quantity. SEA. SEA. Samsung each. Save. Save and close. So your unit of measure is ready. So now you can able to search your UIM class and then you can define the unit of measures. So you can search SQTY, SQTY. It should come now. Search. We have now. In this, we need to define the unit of measures. So we define the classes. In this, we can able to define the new unit of measure. Just click on plus. This is unit of measures. Okay, not a classes. Yes, DZ. Yes, DZ. Samsung dozen. Classes SQTY. Okay, next. What is the each class? Dozen. We have box. S box. Samsung box. SQTY. Okay. We have like dozen. S sorry. Cotton. S cotton. S cotton. Samsung cotton box. Something like that. SQTY. So these are the some of the unit of measure we define. So we created a class that is SQTY. In that the base unit of measure is each. All this will going to have a conversions with this base unit of measure. Now save and close. Again requery, manage unit of measures. You can search with this QTY class. You will get. Now let us define the conversion, standard conversion. Inter, once we define item, we can define. So we can define a standard conversion right away. We can define standard conversion right away. So here, click on standard conversion. So click on plus. What is the unit of measure? S box. So one box equal to how many each? So I'm going a beer as an example. If you take a cotton box, you will get 12 beers. Example. Next, if you take a small whiskey bottles for cotton box, you will have 32. I'm just taking an example. Okay. Even also think through some, it will have a parachute air oil, 200 grams, 200 milliliters will come under 32 in a cotton box. If it is a half liter, you will get 12 only. Like that, we can define it. SDZ. SDZ, that is S dozen equal to how many for dozen? Okay, 12. I'll give this box is 24. Okay. Save and close. This is how you can able to create the UOM conversion. Save and close. So now we created UOM class, UOMs, base unit of measures, standard unit of measure conversions. This many we have completed in one book. Okay. So now we are good to start with our item class. So we have completed pretty much, we have completed pretty much our unit of measure, life cycle phases, operational attributes. Okay. Now item statuses, item types. Now we are going to define the item class. Item class is very, very, very important. Very, very important. We will define all items under root class. If required, we can create our own custom class. So it depends on company to company, whether they need to create a different class or they want to go by root class. So better to go always under root class. If you want, you can click on root class and click on plus and create your own class. Let us create our own class. Just click on root item class and plus. Here I am giving Samsung item class. Samsung item class. Okay. Samsung item class. I didn't give any internal name. It is default. Okay. Now click on save and add details. Item class will give security, how to derive the item number, how to derive the item description, how to enable the approvals. Everything will be done using item class. Just click on save and add details. So if you see, using this class, are we allowed to create item or not? So we enable, so if you use this class, we can create the item. Okay. And this is enabled, we can use it. So when you are going to create your item, there are basic information, item management, security, transactional attributes, what we need to enable, pages and attribute groups, our lifecycle classes. Here we will give the item templates. I told you, right? We have item templates that we will give here. Now click on item management. Here, how we want to generate your item number. So inherited by parent means this is our parent class. From here it will be inherited. Rule generated, when you select a rule, it will ask you to put a rule, how we want. A rule we need to define and we need to link that rule set and all. That we can see in later time. Next, sequence number. What is the sequence number you want? Like starting number, prefix, increment by. Automatically system will give number. When it is user defined, whatever we input, it will take that. When it is user defined, whatever we will input, it will take. If we have a configuration item means when you go to online, if you want to buy a laptop, if you select laptop, you will get an option. You want 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 24 GB, how you want RAM. You can do the selection. And then how you want to storage, 256 GB or 512 GB, how we want that configurations, we can make the selections. That selections we can do through configurator or configured item. This also will go by sequence or we can go by inherited. Let it be inherited. For giving a name or description to item also, we can inherit it. I just use user define. While defining item, if you want to enable any approvals, you need to tick this so that when you enter item and submit, it will go for people's for their approvals. We can see. So now we need to give enable this new item request tick box. Then it will go for approvals. Next we go security. Here is the very important. See, our organizations we need to add, and we need to give this who will create item, who will delete item, who will read item, okay, who will update item, who will the item basic. These are all the features or actions we have. So using these, maintaining items, item invoicing groups, there are multiple level of attributes that we have. So who can able to edit them, read them, update them, create them? We need to give access to our organization. So if you want, we can give a name or you can give a role name. So if you want to create, for example, class. So if you go by person, we need to input the person name. If you go by group, we need to put the role name. Okay. For group, we have two roles. Okay. Like I said, so under item class, we need to give two roles like either product data steward or product manager. This role need to give. Otherwise, we can give a person. If it is a group, these two. If it is a person, we need to give the employee name. Person and employee name. Who is the employee? We define Krishnan.Pawan we define. Krishnan.Pawan we define yesterday. We can give person. Now let us go by product data steward. Now product data steward. This is the role product data steward. What is our organization name? S00. That is our master. That is our master organization. Samsung master. Samsung item master. That's what we created. Now, downside, you need to click on this plus icon. You need to click on here and you need to click on this plus icon. Here the actions you need to search. When you click on search, it will give all the actions. In real time, sometimes we want to restrict this access. We may give only one access. Remaining, we will not give. If you want to give all actions, you need to click on here and click on apply. So that whoever product data steward going to have a role, he will get access to this organization. In this organization, he can do all these actions. All these actions. Likewise, now I will come back the other thing. Okay. I will come back other thing. Now I just given only to master organization. Okay. Next, we can go to transactional attribute. We can add additional transactional attributes. This we can see in later classes, not a problem. Okay. Now let us link our life cycle phases. We created Samsung production, right? Click on plus. Samsung production or something we define. See, Samsung production. So we linked our value. Next, this is very important, item templates. While discussing our previous class, I told you item templates also required because grouping of all these attributes, around 250 to 270 attributes, very difficult. That's why we will create item templates. In that, we will enable whatever attributes that are required to use. Okay. So now if you go here, we have this many templates already defined. All these templates already defined. We scroll down, we have many templates. So let us create our own template for how to create our own template. Just click on plus. I'll say Samsung purchase template. Samsung purchase template. Samsung purchase template. So which organization you want to apply? I want to apply to S001. S001. I want it to set default. I can enable it. It's not enabling, so no problem. We can select. We click on OK. So under S for Samsung purchase template, we need to enable our attributes. We already create item status. What is that? Samsung active. Our own data. Everywhere our own data. Lifecycle pages will say like production. User type, we created Samsung purchase or something. Samsung raw material we take. Remaining these two are not required. Unit of measure, we created S each. Yes, Samsung EA. Yes, EA. Okay, Samsung quantity. That is more important. Rest all secondary that we will discuss later. Okay. Next, specification. When you click on specification, you will get good number of attributes. These are all attributes. That's where I'm saying in this item, this is item organization, service, inventory, whatever you are seeing, right? All these are called attributes. We have two types of attributes, normal attributes and status attributes. Okay, that's what we are seeing now. So under manufacturing, if you are producing, this is a finished good item, then that attributes need to be enabled. So like item structure type standard model, create configuration item based on model. So like that, we can enable the attribute so that it get default. So I'm not making this is the model item. This is a raw material. I'm going to procure. So I want this item to be cost enabled. Okay. I'm not manufacturing it. If you want to manufacturing, we can enable it. This is might be I'm using in manufacturing process. Then I can enable this. Okay. So if I want to issue this material during the work order execution, then I can enable this assembly pull. This I will explain you when it comes to manufacturing. So for this, I'm just telling a standard. Okay. Then nothing else I'm selecting here. Okay. Then I enabled cost enabled built-in WIP. During the issue type, I want to issue like a push. I will explain you later. Service related, I'm not enabling anything. This is for service contracts and other module purpose. This item using across multiple places. Okay. Next, inventory is very important for us. This item, this is my inventory item. When this is an inventory item, I am going to store it. When I store it, I can able to transact it. I can move from one place to another place. And this item, I could enable the reservations. Okay. I enabled all this. Next, in case if you want to make this item revision control, we'll say, yes, it is my revision control. In case this item is expiry controlled or batching, we can enable the lot control. Okay, this all sections is lot control. If you want to make a grades, we can enter the grade. If you want to say this is a serial control, we can give the serial numbers. If you want to use this item in the cycle count, we do inventory accuracy methods. Then I will explain you. I want to say this is required in cycle count. Okay. So this is for restricting purpose. So this I will explain you when it comes to inventory controls. Inventory controls time I will explain. So that's all in the inventory. Next, physical attributes means whether it is item is having a dimensions, height, width, length, breadth, and what type of it's in case of equipment, what type of equipment, all we can able to select. It's a container item, what side of container, Bible wrapper, cotton box. Like this, we can able to select. Next, we have sales and service is very important for us. This item, we can able to We can able to customer order. Yes, we need to sell. These two are required if you want to make order. Okay. This internally from one organization to another organization, if you want to move to, you say yes. When customer is returning the material, you take that. Yes. So during returning, you want to enable any inspection, you can enable it. For internal movement purpose, these two we need to enable. Okay, internal order transferable, internal transfer order enabled, these attributes need to be enabled. In case any back-to-back sales order, we need to enable. Okay. This you need to sell so that you will get money from your customers, or you need to pay your suppliers. You need to enable this invoice. Okay. So then we have a planning. Planning, we have something like inventory planning method as min-max planning. We are going to buy this material. We always want minimum 10, maximum 100. Okay. So how we want to fulfill? I want to get it from by supplier. So this is about planning. We'll come when we are explaining the min-max planning. I will explain you. I'm just concentrate here how I am enabling all these attributes. Next we have purchasing. So this item we are going to purchase from suppliers. These two, purchased and purchasable, are required. In interview they'll ask, what are the status attributes, normal attributes. Customer order is the normal attributes. Customer orders enabled is the status attributes. If you tick this and if you don't tick this, you cannot able to create the sales order. Without ticking this, you cannot able to tick this. Okay. The first, this item is sellable or not. Behavior. Yes, it is sellable. Then the key functionality will be enabled. So that is status and normal. So purchasing, I enabled purchased and purchasable. That means purchase is the normal, purchasable is the status. Without this, you cannot able to enable this. Without enabling this, you cannot create the purchase orders. I will show you during the purchasing process. So many things coming here, don't worry. All I will explain one by one. It's all like revealing slowly each attribute purpose. Okay. So now simply save. Simply save. Okay, click on OK. And save and close. This is how you need to create your item templates and item classes. Manage item classes. Clear, right?
Yes, Subbu.
Okay. Now let us start our first item creation process. Okay. Save and close. Now I am going to assign a role to a person called Krishnan.Pawan. So I am going to tools. I am going to security console. I can assign all roles at one go and I can say that, okay, this no issues you will get, but I will reveal one by one issue and I will show you how to correct that. Krishnan.Pawan. At least 3 digits are required. This is ours. Krishnan.Pawan. He don't have any roles. See, he is a business user. He don't have any role. Click on edit. So we are saying that he is the employee and see, we can see his jobs and all position. See, product engineer, department. These are all coming from where? From manage user configuration. Manage user configuration. So the role is product data steward. Steward, when people are during interview, they don't know basics, then the steward word is not able to pronounce properly. Okay. So employee roles I am assigning. Add membership role. Okay. I given these two only. Save and close. So now let us log in with Krishnan.Pawan from another browser. So So next copy paste the URL. Paste it. Didn't copy well. So our username is Krishnan.
So how many users need to be added in the real time, Subbu?
We will give one Excel sheet. Business usually say that, boss,
Should be around 50 plus, right? Because supply
okay,
chain,
yeah,
product team,
sometimes it's
planning
more
team.
also, more also.
Okay.
Christian ఇచ్చాం name.
Sorry?
Christian ఇచ్చాము.
Christian,
Christian dot.
Christian, yeah. Christian.Pawan. Don't worry, I will show you everything. On my real time, I will connect with my laptop, office laptop. In that, I will show you how that implementation goes. So now Christian.Pawan login, he can see now, oh my God, he got so many access now. So he is going to do product management. In the product management, he need to create item. He will use product information management or product management. So we are going to product information management. In short name, we call PIM. PIM, product information management. If you click on this, he get only access. He didn't get the data access in which organization need to create item. He just created a role and we assigned to him that, okay, he is the person to create the item. We didn't tell to system on what organization, on what, business he need to do the transaction. We didn't tell to system. So now we landed up into creation process. This is very important for us. This is called task carousel. The task carousel. We need to click on this task. Here you will find list of activities. What you can do. So you can click on create item to create your item. So here, if you search, if you could enter our organization, yes, 001, sorry, yes, 00, search. Here is our item class. What is our item class? Samsung. What is our item class we created? Root. Let us try to root. Nothing coming. So better we can go with advanced. Whenever you see advanced, if you're not sure, then you will say does not contains. Does not contains, you can do 1, 2, 3, anything you can give. When that count is not matched, you will get. See, he himself not able to find item class because he don't have data access. Let us give the data access and then we'll come back again. Okay. For now, let me log out this user. He don't have setup and maintenance. He will also don't have security concern because he is end user. He is a end user. Now, I am going to assign data access for user. To give a data access, we need to navigate to manage data access. Setup and maintenance.
Even I don't have a setup and maintenance in my.
That means you didn't assign the application implementation consultant.
Yes, because I'm an end user for this tool in my company.
Okay, here we need to search with manage data access. So here you can see manage data access for users. You need to select that. Okay. Here we are assigning, if you click on plus, what is username? Christian.Pawan. You assign only one role to him. that is product data steward. For this role, what you want to assign? We want to assign inventory organization for this guy. Select inventory organization. On what are all the inventory organizations you need to function? You need to specify them. Yes, 00. If we hit search, we get these are the organizations that you will able to function. Click on OK. Again, if you want to add one more record, you duplicate this. When you duplicate same record from top, it will add and you can edit. And second one is S002. Save and close. We gave only two organization access because this belongs to India. Now we provided the data access. Now let us search with manage item class. Again, manage item class because I need to see my Samsung class created successfully or not. Yes, Samsung class has been created and we have edited. So we gave item management, user defined, security, we gave access to only one organization now. And we can also input the person name, not only product data steward. Let us put person name, that is Krishan.Pawan. And we can give access to S001. And in this, we can click on plus, search. Let us give access to this class. Sorry, S001. S00. Okay. We have added them. One more time, just okay. It's already there, that's why. Okay, this is already selected. So now save. Now go to everything is fine. It's enabled. Now save and close. Rebuild. So whenever you assign data access, in your real time, whenever you assign data access, if some reason it is not reflected immediately, then we have a program called retrieve latest LDAP changes. You need to run the job to get the changes reflect immediately. Sometimes this program will be scheduled every 30 minutes or 1 hour it will run. Retrieve latest LDAP changes. Okay, retrieve latest LDAP changes. Sorry. Mouse is crossing. Retrieve. Retrieve. Retrieve latest LDAP changes. This program we need to select in case if the changes are not reflected immediately. So you can submit this, click on OK, submit. Okay. So next one, similarly, we have one more program in case it automatically take care. Import user and role security. Import user and role security. Import user. Okay, import roles and user security. Sorry, import roles and user security. Why it is not coming? Okay, I will check that program. Hello. Going to office. Yeah. Okay, okay. Fine. Starting. Okay. Okay. Import user and role application security. This is the program. Import user and application role security. Submit. Okay. This is the job. So now let us jump into Krishan.pavan. Sorry. Krishan.pavan. Apple@123. Sign in. So to create item, let us go to product management, product information management. Click on this task carousel, click on item. So now yes001, sorry, yes00 is a master. First we need to create in the master. Now let us see our item class is coming up. You need to assign at employee level. Okay. So now we can see the Samsung raw material. Here is Samsung raw materials. So this is not coming, or okay, it's not saved properly, it looks. Let us go with the purchased item. Usually we created our own template. Some reason that is not coming. Okay. We'll see that tomorrow. Just click on OK. Let us create our first item. Okay, we got. See, we defaulted. If you select our template, right, then the status also will come. Our status. So like Samsung first item, just for sake of our training purpose. So this is the S active M production. Our quantity is SEA. So rest all we need to, it's get defaulted. No need to bother about. It's all defaulted by system based on our template. Whatever template we enabled yes, that's all will come yes. Okay. So now if you save and if you go to association, if you want to assign child organization, this will not be available. If you click on association, we cannot able to assign any other organization like S0012 we have, right? You will not find. Okay, you are getting this all for when you try to apply, you will get, you don't have permission to assign. Okay, so with this I will stop here. We'll continue tomorrow. So why, what missing here, how we can able to assign to get this access, etc. Because I need to jump into another call. Okay, thank you guys for joining the call.
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
So, can you post a recorded video
Yeah,
yesterday?
I will do it right away.